Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Siyat, coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mokakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyam across the world, who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. God Shalom. So today, I just want to make a quick video concerning one scripture, Jeremiah 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So, what is happening right now? There is a lot of chaos going around in the world. And the apostle of GMS, Apostle Tahar, he named this year. He named this year the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Now, if you don't know what it means, Jacob is the name of the forefather of the Israelites. The so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans. Which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. It says it here, Genesis chapter 32, verse 28. Let me start at verse 27. And he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob. He was wrestling an angel. And then the angel asked him basically, What is your name? He said, Jacob. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with the Most High and with men, and hast prevailed. Just to show you that Jacob is the same person as Israel. His name is just changed. So, if something is called Jacob's trouble, what does that mean? What do you think that means? It means that the Israelites will be in trouble, man. The so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, they will be in much trouble. And Lord willing, it will be this year. Why? Because we that try to listen to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we actually want to see these troubles coming. Because you know that when these troubles come, that we are getting closer and closer to the kingdom, to the beautiful kingdom. So it has to happen. Now, I came across a video on Instagram, and a man basically was explaining like how Barack, you know who, Barack O and Michelle O made the movie Leave the World Behind. Made it possible for the movie Leave the World Behind. Now, if you didn't see that movie yet, you should watch it. It gives you a bit of an insight of what will happen when the power grid fails. When there's no electricity and things like that. Plus, what the man is gonna explain is that after that movie, another movie trailer came out, Civil War. So these people are showing you what they are busy with, man. Predictive programming, preparing the people unsubconsciously for what is to happen. And certain people will take heed and actually be like, hey, I gotta prepare myself, and others won't. So let me show the clip.
2024 is going to be very chaotic. It's going to be weird. There's some weird movies coming out. How many guys saw the recent movie Leave the World Behind? Anybody saw that movie there? Oh, okay, yeah, all these, am I watching a movie, or is this a documentary realistic thing? And then I'm seeing Mark Zuckerberg just spent $100 million building a house in Hawaii with a nuclear bunker. What does he know that the rest of the world doesn't know about? Talk about the timing. Accidentally, coincidentally, a week after that movie comes out, a new movie comes out. What's the name of that movie? Civil War. Leave the world behind. Our power grid in America hasn't been updated. 75% of it hasn't been updated in 50 years. And you're kind of talking about that. Then you're pinning whites against blacks. There's a line in the movie that says, Dad, if something goes down, we can't trust these white people. I know that's something both you and Mom agree on. Why do you put that line in the movie, Barack? And you were helping with the script. Why would you put that in the movie? Why would you put that in the movie? Barack, weren't you the same guy that gave a talk at the DNC in 2004 about bringing people together? What happened to that guy? 2020.
You see, Okay, so the movie Leave the World Behind. Basically, this movie, I suggest you watch it, you know. And the other movie that came out was what does it guess? Civil War. I believe it's not out yet. It will come out. But Civil War basically means in the Dutch, it means burgeroorlog. So it's a war between civilians. Okay, you're gonna have race wars. You're gonna have also. And the man said that the whites versus the blacks will happen. Something in that fashion, which is true, man. Okay, which is true. Yeah, this movie is it. Civil War 2024. It will come out in the spring. Let me see if I can show a small clip of that movie. Civil War. Yes, I'm gonna show the movie trailer. But first, let's go back to the book of Genesis, because when the guy said white versus blacks, okay, that means the Israelites, which are the so-called blacks, are gonna be in trouble, okay, because these white people that are ruling this planet Earth, they are gonna come with mass weapons and shit to take us down, you know. The scripture says it here, great wrath. Short time before we go to Genesis. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inheritors of the earth and of the sea. Woe means a great destruction. So great destruction for the people on this earth. For the devil, which the word devil means deceiver, and the number one deceiver is the so-called white man. They are ruling this planet earth, oppressing the people. Everywhere they go, they're raping, they're robbing, they're murdering. It's them. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. So a lot of anger, a lot of he's coming down with it. Because he know that he had but a short time. They know that time is almost up, these elites. So they're gonna come with everything that they have. Okay? And mainly, the ones to be hurt badly are the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans. Okay, that's why we as Israelites, it's very important for us to return back to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Because only He can protect us, okay? Because we will be the main target, man, of these people, of these governments, of these police officers, of these military mites, etc., these heathens, okay? It all goes back to the book of Genesis, the hatred that Esau has for his twin brother, Jacob. And Esau is the forefather of the so-called white man. It says it here, Genesis chapter 27. Let me start at verse 39. Let me start at verse 38. Okay, so what happened here, Isaac was about to die and he blessed Jacob. And Esau actually wanted a blessing also. So he gave Esau the blessing of the weapons. Okay, military might that you see these days. The guns, whatnot. Always you see these Edomites hunting animals. They are good with guns and shit like that. So that's their blessing. And, you know, and with their blessing, they're gonna try to take us over, man. Verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So he was crying. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. So basically, a lot of places where they are, they always have the most beautiful places and things where they are, you know. And by the sword thou shalt live. Basically, a sword is a weapon. So it's symbolically also for not just literally a sword, but also guns and whatnot. And shalt serve thy brother. So basically, he was supposed to be serving us, but it's now the other way around. Okay? Which in the future, it will be switched into the natural order again, okay? He will serve the Israelites. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off their neck. You see, so Esau right now is the dominion. And the power grip that we actually supposed to have on these white people, they broke it off, wherein they are now ruling for a certain amount of time. They are oppressing us. They are making abuse of their rulership, you know. So in the kingdom, when the kingdom comes, the so-called white man will be slaves from the so-called black man for 1,000 years, the scripture says, okay? That's what they will get, and hardcore slavery, because we're going to have spiritual powers. So the thing that they did with us in slavery is nothing compared to what we're going to do to them when you have spiritual powers, you know. You might give them the thought that they are being tortured forever and ever, okay? Anyway, the point, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. So Esau was hating on Jacob, his twin brother. Remember, Jacob is the forefather of the Israelites, of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay, Israel has 12 tribes. And Esau said in his heart, basically in his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Okay, because their father died, if I'm correct. And mourning is basically when somebody dies, you are sad, you know. So he said, I'm not sad anymore, I'm over it. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Slay basically means kill, you know, do away with. That's why to this day and age, these white people are trying to kill us, so-called blacks, okay? So when the man said black versus white, that is actually
24 is going to be very...
It's going to happen, you know. The Apostle Tahar named this year the
19 states
year, how does it again? The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Okay, so that is what we are hoping to happen this year, man. So let me show you the trailer a bit, and then I'm gonna close this video.
The United States Army ramps up activity. The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
So like, yeah, basically the uprising, when you go to 2nd Esdras chapter 15, he speaks also of it, man. 2nd Esdras 15. Let me start at verse 15. Verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So destruction. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another. So you're going to have war from one people against another. For example, race wars. And swords in their hands, so with weapons. For there shall be sedition among men. Sedition is basically uprising. Okay? And invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So the people won't give a fuck anymore about the laws, about the governments anymore, okay? Every man for themselves, basically. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So the people are going to have a major role on the so-called winning side of fighting amongst each other and against the governments and things like that. Okay, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So people are not gonna be able to go into the city and things like that anymore. Okay, so let me continue.
Citizens of America,
the so-called Western forces of Texas and California
have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens? We're moving to D.C. today.
You need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death. Bloody.
Every time I survived a war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
Khan. So I hope that was edifying, and with that I want to give all praises and highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakadash. And I want to give double honor to my other apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akim across the world who has spent his knowledge and truth in sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. Khan Shalom.